Welcome. Laura.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Let me just move. Um, hard to speak it. There's been a lot of stress in my system for the last couple of days due to a few things. But what I've really noticed is, like, I know I can step out of it. And I've watched myself get like serious and very contracted, and the seriousness is really interesting, watching myself get really serious. And like, I feel like for the first time I'm kind of aware that I could step out of it, but I can't quite.
So, I mean, I know we speak like that. We speak
Yeah,
like,
I know.
yeah, I do it and I watch myself and
Yeah.
you know, I think it's absolutely fantastic, that you could observe all of
Mm.
that observation. But it's just, if you could, well, if you're interested in inquiring, exploring into what you call I, actually. See, there's that the moment whatever it is identifies itself as a movement, it's a trap. The moment it seems like there is somebody there that could step in or that could step out or all these little variations. And I know we speak like that. We've been our whole upbringing, our whole society, everything evolves around that and moves around that idea that there is somebody that is in charge
Mm.
and does it all. And I can only, oh my gosh, it is so precious to really look into that. Not with an idea, even, there's no right or wrong, just an idea, no, just an exploration of who or what is actually running the show.
So I don't know if this is the same thing or not, but I guess the slight difference I've noticed the last 2 days is the patterns just doing their thing and being like, I
Yes,
didn't, I like, they're just coming out of nowhere and they're just doing this thing,
yes,
and I can recognize that they're happening.
far
But
right.
then but I think there's still an I that, is there
The
still an I
but,
in that? Mm,
the but is an
is
I.
that I?
Yeah, the but is an I. The but kind of introduces the idea that it should or could be different. Can you see that?
Mm. So I guess I'm like this afternoon I'm feeling like all this seriousness, and then there's this other part of me that's kind of like, this is so funny like to watch, and then I'm wondering where's the I in those two things, like the serious, the funny, but not being able to step out of the serious. Is the I the serious?
It's
They're all
all
I's.
identities. They're all identities. Yes.
Because I'm not actually interested in it,
I
really. But
know.
but
But even that is an identity.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
All
that's
of
where I say I can feel it's a pattern, because there's a part of me that's just not interested in that way of relating, but it happens anyway.
absolutely. Yes. Yes, it happens anyway. So there comes that idea surrender in, that which, oh wow, there it moves, it does this, it does that, it
Mm,
just moves, it's serious, it's funny, it's observing, it's watching, it's whatever, all of that, all identities. And then if a surrender happens, because even there, if there's an effort in it, it's another identity. If it just happens by itself, so to say, then it's grace. Then it's, oh, wow. Then there's this, oh my God, wow, wow. Then it falls onto its knees. Then it's, oh. Then gratitude comes, then fullness comes, or emptiness, whatever you want to call that. But then there's awe. That's when something else happens. Then there is all that which identifies itself normally is not, it stepped out of it by grace. It's nothing one can do, at least in my experience. It's not the moment there's just the tiniest idea in there that is possible. Even though I speak sometimes like that, I know. It's just so strange with language. I mean, I guess that's why people say silence is the best. If it's silent, if you're just quiet and mind is running anyway, it's the same story. It's just identity after identity.
Yeah, I don't think I'd recognized that bit yet.
See, there is no I that can recognize.
I know. Yeah.
It's so tricky. It tricks itself just constantly. It's just being here. Just being here for one moment. Nothing to change, nothing to fix, nothing to get rid of, nowhere to go. It's like far out. Phew. And then there is maybe a smile while it watches, while it sees all the movement, while it's like so far out. And it all happens by itself. I mean, phew. And get hooked just for a moment into, you could step in, step out, or do something, or change patterns, or it's like, it spins and spins and it takes you on roller coasters. While that which is untouched, let's say it like that, is always there. I mean, comes my friend Nisargadatta in, when I know that I'm nothing, that's wisdom. When I know that I'm everything, that's love. And between those, my life flows. So it's just that flow, constant flow. It's not possible to take a standpoint. It just does what it does. Maybe in a lifetime we are lucky enough to have a moment of awe. Wow. Seeing. Wow. But it's funny enough, the moment one is aware of it, it's already gone again. It's and then you want that experience back, or know so many people who've had amazing experiences, and then they kind of trying to get that again. It's not possible. Such a trap. I wish I could tell you other things, but this is all I can tell you.
I think I know it's maybe just coming here for a reminder, like,
yes.
And a lot of things have just come out of the blue in the last 2 days. A lot of things, because I'm flying to the UK tomorrow, so all the
tomorrow. Wow.
family stuff has just. I thought I was pretty good, but in the last couple of days, a heap of family stuff has just happened, and I've been watching it like I have, and I'm like, wow.
Yes.
But it's just
there you go.
Wow. Yeah.
The wow. There it is. The wow. Mm. Mm. Mm.
Mm.
Mm.
So it's stepping into a zone I've been out of for quite a long time, and it's just like, ooh.
Mm.
And
I
it's
hear
that
you.
balance of the curiosity and the noticing, and then the like, I was doing okay with it for a couple of days, and then yesterday it was just so much stuff.
I hear you. Yeah. See, that's, life flows. Just, you are lucky if you get a few moments of rest
Yeah.
and a
Yeah.
few moments of awe in a way. And maybe at the same time, a recognition of, okay, it's moving, it's passing, it's nothing we can hold on to. Not the bestest feeling and not the worst feeling. Not possible.
It was
So,
amazing to watch, like when Overwhelm was coming, all this grasping, like out to things that aren't even reality of good, but they've had good in them. So then it's like grasping to try and get some, like, oh, I'd
yes,
rather have that than this. And I was like, wow, the things that were rising for me to grasp at that I don't have any interest in, but were going anyway. And then there's like grief around it because it's not there.
yeah,
It
it's
was so.
amazing. Absolutely amazing. Mm. Mm.
So yeah, there's just a bit of pain in the body from holding and tensing, and that's probably
Yeah,
more the interest to help the body relax a bit.
yeah, totally understand. Mm. Is it slowing down a bit in the body?
Yeah, I came with quite a strong like pain in my head and neck, and it's just slowly starting to soften a bit.
Yeah, test. Mm. It's such a potent field, that field of non-doing, or being, or whatever you want to call it.
It's so hard to like talk in that space, like how to bring things when you kind of know, but you kind of caught, and is like wanting to explain, but also that's not really what's wanted.
Yes.
Because I do know, it is all on its own thing. And
yeah. Oh, and it's everything has its place. It's when there's so much going on in the system, it's nice to share it, and it's nice to get clear. There's no right or wrong way in exchange. We're all here with the same interest, which is grace in itself. We all have had our amazing experiences of, where windows opened, where gateways opened into seeing, so, and then how to invite ourselves or each other into that again and again. It's
and that's
wonderful.
actually what it's looking for. Like,
Yeah.
it's not actually interested in too much but it's trying, its way of like trying to say that I'm looking for that. How do I ask for that?
Yes, exactly. It says, I'm looking for that. I like that.
I don't
That's
remember
good.
it, and I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to ask for it, but that's what I
Yeah,
want.
yeah, exactly.
And it recognizes it, like, just quickly, like this, very quickly, just a couple of things you say, and it's like, oh, that was what it was looking for.
Mm, mm,
In all of that other stuff,
mm,
like,
mm, mm. It's beautiful to watch that, actually, isn't it?
I think I only just, well, yeah, the grasping was a part of that, but it was still very mental. Like, this is more
Mm,
like more of the resting of it. The rest was
mm,
just like,
yeah, 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 which makes sense because you said the body has been in stress for about 2 days. Of course, and it's very, very, very difficult to see. It's even difficult to reach out, so you can see how advanced your system is. Can even reach out. It comes and, it says, hello, I would like, I would like, I would like.
yeah. And now
Yeah,
just sharing that feels a bit more like truthful. Now I'm starting to,
yeah,
and I didn't even know that.
no. Yeah. It's nearly
Something,
impossible when there's so much stress.
yeah.
Yeah. But then again, how quick?
So now I'm like really like wondering, like, what is that?
Yeah. What is it?
Because it's even not knowing it, it's already nourishing me.
Mm. To me, it always, those are just my words. It's how my system expresses in that is it's like homecoming. That, oh, yes, I'm home again. Here I am again. It's for me home. So everyone has to find their own expression. Home doesn't suit everybody. That's how it is for me. So, oh gosh, I'm home again. Settling.
Yeah, I don't think I've quite settled. It feels a bit young and still a bit like needy and wanting things to change. And
Yeah. there's also so many different levels where one could speak.
Yeah, I'm still speaking. Maybe not now. It just felt like it just started to land, but yeah.
Always, when the system is stressed, it really has to go through all those little layers of calming, actually. When there's stress, it's very, very hard to focus, and it's very hard to see the bigger picture. It's very, very hard because actually the body is in survival mode. And then you got to watch out. You don't have time for calm and being at home. So alert. It's highly alert. So, and then it takes a little while to, okay, I can take a breath. But it's still,
Yeah, that's exactly how it feels right now.
yeah. And at the same time, there is seeing, so you can see how advanced your system is. It is pretty awesome. It's not, most, let's say, when you begin with this, it's very hard to see, especially when the system is in stress mode. Quite an interesting system, huh? I'm not
Yeah,
sure if it's too early to talk about this, but I'm just always so amazed.
yeah, I'd love to talk about it.
Absolutely amazing. Whoever invented it, whatever that was.
And like I realize now, not now, but I've been realizing over the last year or two, but much more in the last few months, my body tells me everything. Like it tells me when I'm off, even when I think I'm on. Like it, it gives me all the clues all the time.
Yes, it does. It's also a bit slow, huh? The body is much slower than the mind. The
Yeah,
mind
that's
is
what I find as well. Yeah,
so fast,
yeah,
you know. But the body is, oh, wait a minute,
yeah.
wait. No, I'm not right there yet.
Yeah, it's like I know things, but my body hasn't caught up.
Yeah, yeah. Mm. Mm.
It's really noticing all the little subtle things now.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, it's landed. Thanks.
I'm so happy to hear. Pleasure. Mm. Happy travels.
Thanks.
Sylvie.
Hi, Meike.
Hi.
Just wanted to sit with you and see if my system can surrender a bit more.
Oh, that is very sweet. So there's some excitement in the body.
No, that's actually fine. But the last weeks, I noticed that life really wants to align me with surrendering and the frequencies that how do I explain that in English?
Mm.
It just wants to be so aligned.
Yeah.
And when I'm going into ego things or ego consciousness, just a little life slaps me. So
Yes. Fantastic. Wow.
fantastic.
Yeah, very, very happy to hear. Not about the slapping, but about the
Okay.
recognition, about the recognition.
Yeah.
I mean, life does that with all of us, so that you know, we're in the same boat. Yeah, the same. The moment it starts to be wobbly, whoa, you get a smack.
Yeah. Really hard.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Mm.
And can I add something to that?
Please.
Yeah, I also said it to this to Isaac. Like 2 weeks ago, I had an experience, and I was with Hugo, his children, with my boyfriend, with my partner, and I became so one with the moment that it felt like my children weren't even in my life anymore. Like that, it felt like that because I don't know how to explain it, but it's and then my my system got in fear or resistance, and yeah, that feeling I have everything, everything is in my life, and just to surrender to that, yeah, that's hard.
To surrender to what is hard?
Yeah, in that moment, I became so one with the moment that it felt like I lost everything.
You see, I'm not sure, just what I'm understanding. Let's see how it comes. There must be a confusion, because when there's oneness with the moment, like you say,
Hmm.
then everything is included, then there is no loss.
Yeah, but it felt like,
I hear you. I hear you. I'm just wondering
yeah,
what happened that it felt like that it was perceived as a loss rather than a, a oneness.
yeah, in that moment, I think because I was with his children, it just felt like in this moment, there are only his children and my children aren't here. And to surrender to that, it was very sad or something in my system. And the feeling I didn't have them anymore, or yeah, it was seen like this,
Oh, yeah, I hear you.
to completely surrender. Yeah,
Um, See, the surrender would be that there is no comparison. It when there is let's say, an experience of oneness, and when there's an experience of surrender, there it doesn't compare. Then there is just, let's say, flow. So something must have come in to say something isn't right.
yeah, and there's fear to just let go, and
Yeah.
yeah,
So, if that comes, I would not even, I mean, I'm just talking about how it looks from here. You see if I'm on the right track or not. So you have to guide me. But how it seems to me is that um, when there's fear, there is a loss of being here as a human being. That inclusion of physicality. It's nearly like as if something removes itself,
yeah,
and and then it gets fearful, where it doesn't have anything solid anymore.
yeah,
It is a certain way. You could call it. It's nearly like it's letting go of physicality.
yeah, and also part of losing control of thinking I have everything in my life or under control, or and that was
Yes.
just going
Yes.
away totally. Yeah,
Yes. Yes. Which is the truth. There is no control.
yeah,
But there is, when it loses ground in a way, it's like, whoa, where does this go? And where are my children? And where,
yeah, that
it's
that
kind of in between.
yeah, yeah,
So when that happens, what I would suggest is that you consciously include physicality, because otherwise, it's nearly like, how I understand it, it's nearly like leaving this dimension behind, the human dimension, and going somewhere else. And then, of course, if that is realized, and if that is not really your path, let's say it like that, then fear comes in, loss, you might lose your children, all of it.
yeah,
So maybe it's good to have a look if what your path is, or what your interest is, or what are you here for? Or if it is maybe time for you to go into a different dimension and leave this behind.
What do you mean by that?
It sounds like that was an experience of actually leaving the body.
No, I don't think so. It
Okay.
felt like deep, deep, deep surrender into now.
Yes.
Uh, um, but then when you're awake,
Yes.
yeah, it's so hard to describe.
Yeah, let's see. Let's take the time when, so there is that sense of just what you described. And then all of a sudden fear comes in. What happens? What happens? See if you can slow it down and and get what actually happened there.
What happened was I was with his children and I became so one with them and the moment that I got scared and thought like
Yeah, wait one second.
yeah,
Wait one second. So there is oneness with his children, whatever
yeah,
that already that. What does that mean? His children, my children, your children, somebody's children. So you were there with children, and all of a sudden fear came in. What happened? Something must have happened.
yeah. There and then happens like where are my children? Like my children belong here with me and where are they and then afraid to not have them here because this moment became so one so that it felt like they weren't in my life anymore or something because there was only this.
Hmm. I'm still curious, because truth is there is only this, and
Yeah,
then mind comes in and compares. It's just far out. Here I am, not missing anything, mm, sitting here with you, could not imagine anything more beautiful than this. And then all of a sudden it's like, "Oh, but where is our other friends here, for example, or where is this person, or where's this, or who's, is it a mental thing that comes in? Or what is it
yeah,
that
I think
interrupts that
yeah,
flow?
for me it's also a feeling or a judgment like it's not right to be with his children or
There you
something.
go.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, and
That's
there's
what it
sadness.
is.
Yeah,
Yes, that's what it is. So
yeah,
some ideas, some thoughts from wherever come in and interrupt that beautiful flow that's actually there.
yeah,
Yeah. Mm.
yeah, there's sadness and also like feeling guilty or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
there you go. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. So it wasn't a disembodied experience.
no, no,
Okay, now I get
no.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. At first it sounded to me like that. So that's why I went on that track. Good, we cleared that.
that I was leaving my body.
I don't know. That's what I understood, but
Yeah,
it wasn't. it was actually a beautiful flow when I
Yeah.
understand it now. And then all of a sudden, ideas came in about where are your children?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And even fear came in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also part of losing control on this. Yeah. Which I don't have, but for the system, it feels like.
Yeah, so what would that have been? What kind of control?
Yeah. The feeling that everything is in your life and everything is under control and everything is and when you are so one with this moment, there's only this. So and I got so I was so one at that moment.
Mm. I'm still curious, because I mean, there is actually nothing more beautiful than just being here in this moment,
Yeah.
you know? So there one doesn't even think of control, or one doesn't think of anything actually, isn't it?
Yeah, there's something in the system like it,
Mm.
it's it is it it's not right to be with his children.
Far out.
Yeah,
Mm. Mm.
a little bit of resistance or like yeah, I did wrong or
Mm.
yeah, some judgments and
Mm.
sadness. Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
What I feel now is that yeah, I have to let go of that more and accept what's happening in my life and
How about not having to do that, Sylvie? Not having to let go anything. It's just there's a clear seeing that somehow that snuck in to the system and you see it. It will let go of you. Let it let go of you. You don't have to. It's such a trap. I know you know that. It's not, it's
yeah,
more,
it's more doing than yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's the clear seeing that changes
Yeah.
something in
Mm-hmm.
life rather than having to make an identity again that then has to let go of stuff. It's it's a trap.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's just seeing that somehow fear came in and guilt came in, and the idea of having maybe lost your children and all that stuff. Just seeing it, let's love it a bit, let's kiss it a bit if it needs that, so that it can come to peace. Because it's not true, isn't it?
Yeah, and it feels more in connection again now.
Happy to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your children are in your life, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're also already a little older than his children, isn't it?
His oldest son is same age, and he has a small
Then
boy,
your son,
9. Yeah,
then your son, or
the same age. Yeah,
yeah, but your daughter is already a little older.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And I'm pretty sure you can arrange maybe at one point that they all come together. Who knows?
yeah. I tried that, but it's not like it's hard for them.
Not yet. Not
You
yet.
know, it
Yeah.
needs time. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. All needs time.
yeah,
Mm. 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 But of course, I mean that can cause ripples.
yeah,
Mm. Mm. Just, if possible, not going to guilt and blame towards yourself. Mm. Mm. This feels like sweet surrender. Mm.
yeah. There's some grief still.
Of course, Sylvie, of
Yeah.
course. Mm. Mm. It's also pretty rare to find a moment to really let it be. Mm. So this is so sweet to me. This is so exquisite. How's it now?
Yeah, it's a little bit more quiet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Any fear?
No fear. It's just
No.
more like the acceptance of how my life is flowing, and yeah, and that's sometimes painful to feel for Jeroen or my children, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm. Mm. You have a sense now that you lost your children?
And no.
Good. Mm.
Thanks, Micah. I don't want to take so much time also.
Mm.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks all.
Mm. 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 Judith. Hello. Mm.
such a good reminder, huh? Coming back to the physicality. It's actually everything.
Yeah, including.
Including. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. As long as there is experience, huh? Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ah,
Mm. 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 Mm.
and how quickly it can move out or not include.
Mm. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Just one thought is normally enough.
Yes, so simple. Also so simple.
So simple. One thought and
Yes.
gosh, here-ness is gone, huh?
Yes.
Mm. Mm.
And then it's so nice to rest together. Oh.
Yeah. Mm. I can just see it's an ongoing exploration, huh? It's never coming to an end, it seems. Ongoing observation of this movie. Mm.
And then that one moment of sweetness again.
Mm.
It's everything.
Yeah, yeah. It's you know, but even getting stuck there, huh?
No, you can't hold on. You can't hold on.
Oh,
Nothing. Oh.
yeah. Mm. Mm.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Marina.
Hi.
Hi.
Good to feel that deeper rest right now. Can you hear?
Yes.
Than it's been, because the body's been this messaging, sorry. My the body
I like that.
the body is I mean, most of the time lately it's felt just exhausted. So it wakes up with that feeling. And then what happens is pushing goes on. Because, of course, I don't like that feeling. So I'm constantly trying to fix and figure out. And then the mind gets busier. And then because I push, then I really crash, which I've done quite a lot lately.
Yeah.
And it's
and you don't like it.
I don't like it, Meike. I don't like it at all.
Sorry for laughing, but
like sometimes also not just that, but energetically sometimes I've felt just completely something not right. It's incredibly uncomfortable, and I don't know if it's because I'm talking about I again. I know. Spend a lot of time on the computer, and it's like I think anyway. So the mind is trying to work that out.
Yeah.
So it's constant. It's this constant. I'm just going to turn my phone off because Jess is trying to contact me. Sorry. Turn that off for a minute. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Back here.
Wonderful observation, I would say. Can you turn the camera a bit so that we can see all of you? Yeah. Yes, that's better. Yeah. Mm. Mm.
And I can see too that it's the constant pushing against. The mind's busy, and then I rest, but then the mind is busy, so there's no rest happening. And it's crazy. It's kind of nutty, crazy.
Absolutely, it's insanity. Yes.
Yeah.
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 And the neighbors do the same, and all of Western Australia does it. Yeah. kind of a whole society that lives exactly like that. Only that you're the lucky one that can at least see for moments that it is doing it without you having any say in it. Because if it was up to you, it wouldn't be like that. It's clear, isn't it? Yeah. It's absolutely clear. If you had any say in it, it would be different.
So this is it. This is
it.
This is
it. This is it.
it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. This is it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can see why all those other explorers, why they came to that point to say, don't attach yourself to anything. That non-attachment story. No wonder, huh? No wonder. Because otherwise it just spins and spins and spins and spins and then to the last breath. Yeah. So, I mean, it is lucky when there is a seeing of it all. What else can I tell you? What else can I tell you?
Yeah.
It's absolute grace that when we come together, that we can have another language around it, that we can just have a moment of, wow, it does it with every system. And some systems, they practice maybe, I don't know, more. You can't even say. Why was there somebody like Ramana who did what he did when he was a teenager and he just sat down and saw through it all, whatever he saw? That's another thing. Nobody really knows what he experienced. It's just written or spoken words. But in the end, you just have ideas of how it was for him. And then why is it for me like this and for you like that and for all the others just the way it is? Just that we have moments of, wow, gosh, moments of even peace, maybe sometimes. Maybe of moments where we don't believe in any story, and can just do its thing. If I had any say in it, I tell you, it would be different.
But you're not going to help me, Marina, this body is kind. You're not helping this at all.
I would if I could. I tell you, I would if I could.
I know.
I would. Oh
Yeah.
my God, I would love to have the magic wand. Just pling, pling, pling. I wish I had that. Yeah. All I personally have to offer that we can come together and have a bit of time, sharing a bit of time and a bit of presence with each other, where maybe a bit of clarity comes back. That's all I can do. That's my magic wand.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I was only joking.
I know, but it's also just good to speak it actually,
Yeah.
But I know you're joking. I know. Yeah.
Yeah. And when there's those moments of clarity,
Yeah.
which I have had,
I know.
there's it's obvious that if if there was anything that would help the body feel more energy, would be this, the rest, the complete peace and rest. That's actually what it's screaming out for.
Yeah.
In a way, that's the body again. But it was almost like the cells in the body. It's like,
Yeah,
yes,
no, I hear you.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, there's that concept of surrender comes in again, because it is, again, it's not in the realm of doing, but when there's clarity, I mean, and I could feel it while you were speaking. So, ooh, something softened immediately. It was just a tiny bit of softening. It's vulnerable, but it softens a bit. It's like it's a giving in a certain way, which is not a giving up.
yeah. I had that earlier today. Just this sort of like, um, stop fighting it. It's like
Yes,
just,
exactly.
you
Just,
know,
oh, yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, stop pushing again. Oh, so what if I lie in bed all day? Just, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm. I mean, there are so many beautiful things. It's you go to bed or what, and you count your blessings at the same time. It's like just the luxury that you can go to bed, or whatever it is,
Yeah,
whatever it is.
yeah. I can drive to the beach and lie on the beach and enjoy
Oh,
that. I
far
can
out.
listen to music and enjoy that. It's like
Yes,
there's actually a lot.
yes, yeah. And that's the only thing we can go with, huh? That makes sense. Mm. And then feel again how that softens. Oh. That tiny bit of awe that comes. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And we both feel it. We both feel it. Mm. We both savor it. Mm.
And I have some beautiful friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love hearing that. Mm. Mm.
Was feeling extremely not well on Sunday morning, and I went to really pushed, went straight from the beach to this circle of presence, and just lay down on the mattress in the circle, and you
Mm.
know
Mm.
it,
Mm.
it's
Mm.
not comfortable being in that vulnerability. It was, yeah, it's just
Mm.
how it was, and
Fantastic.
so it was lovely that that people just, I asked for presence, and
Mm.
beautiful. It's lovely.
Mm.
Gave me beautiful, presents.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
such a gift.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm. Sounds wonderful.
Okay, just be quiet for a few minutes.
Mm. Lucky us, huh? Risha.
Hi, just a moment. Okay. I just want to say thank you for all. Uh, you teach me or something. You
Oh,
showed me, yeah.
oh,
I thought it's time for this
you're so
before the
welcome.
next problem comes around. Yeah.
No. Oh,
Yeah, it feels like some whales are lifting something. So
oh,
yeah,
fantastic.
I feel it more quick when
Wow.
I believe my thoughts. So
Wow.
when I feel misery, oh. So yeah,
Very happy to hear.
yeah. And I love this not giving up, giving in, what you just said. Wow,
Mm,
that's a good
mm.
one.
Yeah, it's a big difference, huh?
Mm.
Mm, mm.
And I love your joy so much, Mike. It's so it reminds me some years ago there was a shaman woman from Peru. She passed away now, and I went there and said, "Oh, skin cancer," and she said there was a translator. She was really from the forest, small woman,
Yeah.
and she said, "Just let the joy in again,
Oh,
and then you will heal." Wow.
mm,
So it reminds me when I see your joy. It's so,
mm,
wow,
mm.
it's really a
Mm.
gift.
Blessings to that woman.
Mm. And to this.
Mm.
Mhm.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's so true, huh? Joy, when joy comes through the system. Oh, see.
Yeah, yeah. She gets it all.
Good. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
such a good medicine, joy.
yeah,
Is
yeah, yeah.
It's such a good medicine. Everything feels yummy and alive. and there's a little bit of joy. Best medicine ever. She's right.
Mm. Mm. Yes.
Mm.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, big hug, big love.
Mm.
So happy to feel and
Mm.
see Naresh.
Mm. Mm.
Mwah.
Mm.
Susie,
Hello.
hi.
Yeah. In some ways, I feel like everyone sharing this afternoon is really, yeah, felt like my own sharing, if that makes sense. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I think like Varisha, there's such a gratitude for having this together to both come and also to use as a resource.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, and I think this week that your words of just asking that question of what is of interest, if that makes sense, and things have been coming up, and that's been an old pattern to go down to actually this piece is interest, and to kind of that's kind of been exciting to. I think exciting is the right word, but just
touches me deeply what you say. So beautiful.
Yeah, I mean that's the gratitude. It's just like, oh, thank God that is seen, that it's just like a godsend. Yeah, truly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just been amazing to just see the shifts in. Yeah, it just feels like the tiniest shift, but it just feels almost so massive as well. In something recently.
Love to hear. You had a recent shift. Oh, I would love to hear. I'm pretty sure everybody likes to. If you want to share. It's exciting. It's so exciting to hear when shifts are happening. Yeah.
I think it's it's what words to put on it. Yeah, I guess I mean to say that there had been a bit of a rattling in the system that felt very very deep and very kind of like on that nervous system level, like just very bubbly. I don't know how to say.
Yeah, bubbly.
Yeah, and I think just your words of like, just going no to the mind, and because it was just really trying to come into really solve repeatedly.
Yeah.
And just really trying to, not trying, but really, kind of allowing the physical sensations, as uncomfortable as they were, just to really kind of play out.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess because there's been a tendency in the past to kind of just keep being hooked and really wanting those to go away, and then they're kind of just looping very, very fast and very kind of spinning
Yes.
like repeatedly.
Yeah.
So it was, and it kind of seeing how that because there's such an interest to to just to be in that others, to be in that space, and to be in that peace.
Yeah.
And I guess it's probably the first time I probably really noticed I don't want to say the choice, but just, yeah, like that pull being bigger, if that makes sense.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think there's such a there's always been such a kind of what Marina was touching on, there's always been such a battle between the mind and the body.
Absolutely.
And the mind really wanting to fix and really trying to protect.
Yeah.
And just kind of being with that little one, and even though it feels like such a tiny baby step, yeah, just honoring that. And yeah, I mean, one time you kind of shared, like, I shared something about the vices that we use to kind of soothe or whatever. And I remember one time saying, you know, I felt like I needed to give those up, and it was so liberating to you. Say like, no, like that's, you know. And so I've really been kind of like going into those vices more and just seeing how they were so comforting when I needed them to be. And but there's you can kind of see that pull is shifting. It's like, it's kind of changing. I mean, it's very subtle, but but also big.
Absolutely big. Yeah. It actually sounds life-changing.
Yeah. Yeah.
My heart is singing, hearing. So happy.
Yeah, and just trusting, and I guess probably more just letting go for those outcomes that for those expectations, which have been
those ideas how it should be, huh? Oh my God. It's strangling.
So, and just such a war.
Yeah. Yes, it's war.
Yeah, those loops kind of, I can definitely see getting that kind of just, in some instances, just kind of shortening. I don't know what the right way of saying it is. But who can say? What's around the corner? Let go of that too. But such a gift to be able to bring, everything into this space. Yeah. Yeah, and to keep that heart open, or to that, or that heart is. even though, yeah, perhaps on the outside it doesn't look like it is, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
At this time. Mm. Mm.
It really comes back to that interest, huh?
Mm.
Yeah. When that is clear, and you know that can change also all the time, but
Yeah.
if it's
Mm.
really clear what's your interest, wow, it's powerful. It's very, very powerful.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, it was just that question that just kept coming back up again every time. Like when I could
Yeah.
see it, it's like, what is that interest? Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Also, what's very interesting is to look into what your gifts are. That's also very powerful and fun to, you know, your interest, and then also the gifts are your contribution in a way. And, you know, whatever they are, does not, you know, there's no good or bad in that, but wow, you know, it's really, really nice. You come and you can play with that, you know. Oh, this is what I'm really good at. This is, wow, a contribution.
Mm.
But actually, it goes even, you know, when I look at that, when it's really clear what the system is good at, or what it, you know, what its gifts are and what it loves to give or to contribute, or whatever you want to call that. It's like self-love in a way. It knows what it's here for. Not that it makes itself important, it's not like that, but it just knows, oh, here it can just give it in, here it can give it in. Rather than the other way, you know, so there's such an old habit and pattern and making itself small and, you know, all that. But when the interest is clear, then it knows, oh, this is what it's good at. Mm. Mm.
Yeah, it's interesting. So you can.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good at making really good cake. Yeah, whatever, you know, whatever it is. It really doesn't matter, you know. Yeah, it's really good at making jokes or whatever it is, you know. It's really cool to look into that. And then the combination, you know, knowing your interest and your contribution. Best combination ever. It's like standing upright and loving, open, available. No doubt. Just, yeah, here I am, bringing my cake.
And people flocking.
Yeah. But you know what I mean. It's just because it doesn't have to be any, you know,
Big
you
thing.
might have ideas that it should be very, very special, and it is special, but it's just these little things that actually make it so special. And if it's even being quiet or, it really doesn't matter.
Mm. Yeah, I like that you asked that question.
Yeah.
Just coincidentally, I've been doing some mentoring for my work, kind of in the art space, and these are some of the things that we've been exploring around like skills and gifts and this idea. And it's been I think interesting to explore, I guess, because
Yes.
it feels like there has been a transition or a change in kind of
Brings joy immediately, huh?
yeah.
Yes. Brings joy immediately. It opens something.
Mm.
Opens possibilities. It opens pathways in a way. It's nice.
Yeah, and I think it is what you say, that's those little things actually. It's just those very intimate connections. So sweet.
Yeah. Yes. That's another thing. It makes it very intimate. Sharing gifts.
And effortless actually. Just joyful.
Effortless. Yes. Yeah. I like you got the word intimate in there. It's very intimate when you come with your little so-called little gifts.
Yeah, and it's so sweet. Both sides, the touch and the gift and the
Yes. The receiving and the giving. Same in a way.
Yeah, I look forward to inquiring.
Yes, I can feel it. I can feel it. So beautiful to feel you, Susie. So beautiful.
Yeah, that's just the gratitude, isn't it? That just
Oh my gosh. Sometimes we're just very lucky, huh? We have been around the block, huh?
Many times.
Many times, and then for a moment, joy, peace, and all is well. And the most exquisite sharing and a good cake. It's a good cake.
It is a good gift to give.
Yes, exactly.
It's a very sweet visual that just comes in of those little interactions between us, each of us, in that exchange.
Yes. That's actually what it's about, huh? If anything.
We just cover it up with some.
Yeah.
So simple.
So simple. So simple. So simple. I don't know how we could get so complex. I have no clue.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Thank you, Meike. And
Thank
everyone.
you.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Mm, beautiful beings. Oh, and little Leonard says hello. Hey. Thank you all for showing up. Mm. Oh yeah, in 2 weeks we have another Wednesday meeting, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday immersion. If anyone still wants to sign up, you're very welcome. Otherwise, might see you on Saturday again. Love and peace. Ciao.